Hello, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 11 of our Willamette Valley Railroad Transport Fever Let's Play. We're on hard difficulty on a free game USA map. When we left off, it was 1931, and we being I had set up this complicated rail network so we can get some construction material and robotic parts and tools into Eugene. All this is just going to go into Eugene. So I had built some of these rails during at the end of the last episode, and then I spent 2 hours building this rail network. So it's definitely something I didn't want to record. I also let the game run for about 6 months to build up a little extra money before I bought all the trains. And then I bought all the trains. So complicated network. Let's take a look at the lines here so we can we'll just look at the visible only. Great. It only shows the 3 lines. So we have Eugene construction material, which is the one that's going to be bringing logs in and taking construction material out. Eugene Goods, which will be bringing plastic in and taking, I guess it's not really goods. It should be more like Eugene Robotics, but that's okay. And then the Flint ore loop, which is the one that's going to provide all the ore to the steel factory. So Flint ore loop goes from here to there, picks up slag, takes slag to there, comes over here, picks up coal, and takes coal to there, and then it goes back up to there. And the goods brings plastic in, switches over, and takes robotic stuff out. Now that's interesting. I only have the 2 lines connected to this one, Eugene Goods and Eugene Construction Material. So I've got all these waypoints set up as well, which, this is interesting. So this one goes in there twice, huh? So we're going to add station. We're going to go into that one. Well, I don't want number 11 though. I want number 12. So we're going to remove number 11. And there it is again. We're going to remove that one and we're going to add number 12. Very good. So yeah, they're complicated and I'm not sure how they're going to interact with one another. But every station has a nice flat entryway, a little crossover line there, and they've got their signals to indicate which track each line is to go onto. So I was able to get those looking really nice. They all have pretty long queue areas, so we shouldn't have trains doubling up. I'm a little worried about this one down here. We'll see how it works out. And bypass lines for the main line going through. Switch over tracks. I like the way that I was able to get the station to get to trains going in all directions coming out of the one depot here. Kind of a neat little pattern with the rails there. There's the lumber yard. And then over here, I built this, I did connect it up, right? All right, so this is connected up there. And a bypass line there. And actually the computer seems to want to send the goods line along through here, which is really weird. I don't know why it wants to do that, but it does want to do that. Why does it want to send this one going this Oh, that is the goods line. Yeah, why does it want to do that? Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's trying to do that because this is too crowded because we have a lot of lines running along this section here. It's like 6 or 7 lines. Now that's even more interesting because it's sending the goods line out this way and back that way. So it wants it to come back this way, go through here, and then cross over to there? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Escape. Okay, I'll close the window that way then if that's how it's gonna be. So why wouldn't it just come from here and branch off that away? We have the crossover track. And yeah, and for some reason it has it going in. I bet you that's why. Eugene Goods, we have it going through Eugene waypoint number 12, and it should not be going through that one. I could actually just remove that. There we go, and it'll still take that station. So there's a little flaw in the way that we have this set up, but we can also accommodate. Actually, I can't accommodate it by having it leave off this track because that's going in the wrong direction. So that's why it's good to have your station things right in there at the very start. All right, so we have the trains set up for the new lines. Let's look at these new lines here. So we have our crude oil line. It has 2 trains. So I took 1 train off of each of the Arlington and Eugene fuel lines, and I just put those onto the crude oil line because I noticed these are not quite running full all the way. So maybe that'll keep us from delivering too much. We are at 100% on our capacity. We're meeting the needs of the towns that we're delivering to. Arlington and Eugene are at 100% on fuel, so they don't need more. So I moved these onto the crude oil lines, which are going to take it. And now, there's something I forgot to do is I didn't put signals on this line here. So let's see, we are coming, we have that area all signaled. I'm worried that this bridge is going to be a bottleneck, and I'm probably going to have to do something about that here before too long. There we go. But this needs to be signaled out. We'll get that going like that. So I'm excited about this new setup, but I'm also nervous because if this doesn't work, I'm pretty sure it's going to crash our economy altogether and basically kind of end the game. And of course, I don't want that. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about it. We're going to see how it works out, but I don't want to start it. There we go. Now, why won't you run along that route? Do we not? Yeah, I don't get why you're switching over. Doesn't seem to be any impediment. Oh, not on super fast speed. All right, let's so I did go ahead and take it off pause. As scared as I am. Because I think we're set up all right. I don't know why it's not showing me the line though. I only want to see this one. All right. Well, so these trains are going to have to run empty for a little while, and the idea is hopefully they start getting that demand going. So I want to really keep an eye on these trains. We're going to have, that one will be fine. Eugene Goods, Arlington Crude, and oh, it's only showing visible, that's why. And then down here, the Flint Ore Loop. Waiting for free path. Oh, it's just to get out of the station. You're waiting for a free path. Got it. And so I tried to put 1 train on each end of the line, although the oil trains are both, they were both pretty close to the towns over there, Eugene and Arlington. They were the ones that were running empty, so they had dropped off at the city and were making their way to the oil station. Oh, I'm so nervous. I guess I could turn the speed up. There's no need to be at the lowest speed at this point. All right. So our Flint Ore Loop is gonna start in the middle here, which is all right, I guess. And the other trains, of course, are just gonna run empty. So this one is, you know, going on the slag loop to carry construction material. Ah, this is perfect. I can look and see if, so that area is long enough. Good. Now this one is not going to be long enough. Like trains won't be able to leave that, but I couldn't figure out a solution to that. This is going to be a fairly busy station, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. Because this, I think, actually has, no, it shouldn't have 3 trains, or else I would have connected up that third line there. Oh, look at that. This one's already carrying logs. And we've got coal waiting here. Oh, I love it. So, oh, this is going to make us so much money. Because pretty much the only line that's not running full all the time is this ore loop line. And the log line, oh, wait a minute. I thought you had a bunch of logs. Did you already deliver those to the lumber mill? I guess you did. Anyways, the log line will make huge money because, I mean, sorry, the log line will have quite a bit of, like, it's going to be empty running down to there, and then it's going to be empty running down to there. So it does have quite a bit of empty space, but I think that it's going to be making enough profits carrying the, you know, the intermediary and final goods that are going to be, you know, really in demand, that it should end up being all right. So here's our construction material train, is that one right there. This one is picking up ore here. And I wanted to get a second train on this loop when this train gets to like the halfway point. I guess the halfway point would be delivering the construction materials. I would prefer if I could get this train going in the correct direction though. And how many cars does this train have on it? I think it had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. All right. I would like for it to send this train to, you know, that station rather than sending it to here like it did last time. Let's find out. Let's see where it goes. That's not where I wanted you to go, Mr. Train. We're going to turn you around. Do I already have that one open? There we go. Turn it around. I don't think I have any one-way signals over here to throw it off. Okay, good. Ah, good. That means it's carried some slag already. And there we go. We have steel and slag waiting. And this one has carried some steel already. So we've already got tools waiting up there. Oh, thank goodness. This goods train is heading back. So there should be another goods train heading up. Is this one going to have logs on it? Look at that. It's got planks. So that's going to be good. That's oil train. How is the traffic? So I was worried that we were going to start getting some jam ups in there maybe, but it doesn't look like we are. This is a food train, I guess. Arlington Food, very good. All right, well that is a relief that that we're going to be able to get the like that level of service to Eugene here. Eugene is really going to blow up, getting construction materials and robot parts and whatever. All that stuff in here is really going to be good for the town. Let's remove some of these unnecessary things like those and those. Nope, that's not it. Well, there we go. And get a nice screenshot. Be nice if there was a train in this screenshot. Where's all my trains? I'm on fast speed, right? Are they jammed up somewhere? Nope. Just not running by at the moment, huh? There we are. Well, that's like I said, I was concerned about having too many trains trying to run through here, and it doesn't look like that is going to be a problem. No backups at the in the queues. Plenty of room for these trains to stop. Fancy new passenger train available now, but I'm gonna wait until. I mean, I guess we could start upgrading the passenger trains. We could look at it anyways. Look at that, 96 logs going onto that thing. I love it. How's this end doing over here? So we don't have any plastic waiting yet, but that's probably a function of not really having gotten any oil delivery in. You haven't done anything. You're still set up for livestock. Is this oil? Should be. It's not carrying any oil yet, unfortunately. And we don't have any oil waiting here. Oh, we do. I just turned it off. That's why. So it could be that there's not going to be oil at this station. Am I running into the same problem that I ran into? It's weird when you just add another line onto a station. Well, if we don't have oil coming in here, that's going to be a serious problem, because getting plastics to that robotics factory is a big part of the profitability. If we don't have plastics going in, then we're not going to have plastics being carried. Or, you know what I mean? If we don't have this oil, these oil trains are going to run and not make any money. And the plastic train will run and not make any money half the way there. It's not going to have as many goods to bring back if we're not taking plastic in to that other place. So there's a possibility that we're going to end up. It could be that we just need to get another train on this route. I hate to throw another train on here. Are you carrying anything? So you're still just set up for fuel as well. Let's get all these things back on. There we go. Well, that is troublesome. Then again, well, we've been running this. It was the start of 1932 when we started this up, so we've already been running it a couple of years. I mean, you can definitely see where we pulled it off of the line. It was making a ton of money on those other lines. Yeah, that's not good. I wonder why it does that. It just makes it really hard to expand. It just makes it really hard to expand, period. But let's see if we can get... Where am I going to possibly be able to fit another station in here? I guess right up here. I don't really need to be honest. Let's make it 240 though. So how am I going to make it to where you're going to be able to connect up to that, and then I guess we'll have you go, yeah, let's keep on slow speed. Cancel that. Have you come out here. We're gonna do a high-speed track for you, please. And that's good. Yep, and then you're gonna go there. You'll come out this way. That'll be fine. Oh. Really high off the ground, apparently. That's what happens when you just have to try to build some sort of crazy crazy workaround, but hopefully this will take care of the problem. It should. There we go. And we're going to have you, just to make sure that we don't have any problems here. I mean, this is definitely a one-way track. I guess we could do that by just putting in a one-way signal, couldn't we? Let's put a standard signal right there, so that doesn't block anything, and then we'll just put one there so we can be on the other side of that. And Arlington crude, so we're going to remove, well, we'll do it by replacing. We're going to replace you, right? So goodbye Arlington East. And then you'll go to that waypoint. And so we don't want that waypoint. And we do want, so we started Arlington Central, so we do want that waypoint. There we go. And let's see how that goes. Now, what are you going to do? Train that's pulling into the station. Now that you're at the wrong station, you kind of went in the wrong, how did, no, oh, I see, that is at the fuel station, got it. Where are you at? You are up there, coming very slowly. I'm going to do that, there you go. Kind of make sure that, I think if you reverse them and then re-reverse them, it'll kind of confirm that they're using the, wow, all sorts of stuff opened up here. That they're using the most update routing instructions. So I'm going to do that with this one as well. There we go. So now they should be on the most updated instructions. And hopefully rerouting the station over here will get some, because having this Arlington crude route work is, I mean, I guess we can just pull the entire thing off if it comes down to that. I don't want to have to basically abandon this part of the project. Because that makes the goods part of it very difficult to, it's not going to be profitable enough for that. Just carrying machines and tools. It definitely needs to be carrying plastic on the return route. Here we can see this train coming back up. How's the rest of our map doing? Arlington seems to be doing all right. So yeah, 94%. We have 100% of their food being met. We could do better on passengers, I guess. We were going to look at that, weren't we? But what we are going to do, actually, real quick, I'm going to look at those passengers. So if we go here, just take a look at that one, and we're going to look at vehicles. Nope, what I want to look at is replacement. There we go. And set vehicle. So this one goes 62 miles an hour, and we're paying $288,000 plus 4 of those. So that's going to be, what, 600,000, so about 900,000 a year. And it goes 62 miles an hour. We could have this one, $850,000, 110 miles an hour. Wow, that's really fast. And holds 52 passengers. We have 4 of these, so that's a little over 60 passengers. Of course, I think we can add a car to the Zephyr. Is that what the... I mean, we could. It would probably wouldn't matter since we have we can't really go 110 miles an hour anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and set that up. We're gonna set vehicle. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode of our Transport Fever Let's Play. If you have, you should click the like button down below. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I would like to hear from you guys. And no, I don't like that. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you next episode. Bye.